Let's go.
Well, welcome everybody back to Spin Rack. Today we're doing a reaction video on the Terminator 6, Dark Fate. I don't know how this is going to be because I thought they'd actually run the course of Terminator. I thought by this time we would know what happened. We know what happened with the robots. Mm-hmm. We know they came back in time.
Yes.
We know they had the fake Terminator robots. We know they had advanced robots. So how much more can we go here? Mm-hmm. What do you say, Pity?
What's the name? James Cameron is producing again. Linda Hamilton's back. Arnold's back again. So I mean, let's see what happens.
It looks like Cameron is back, hooking up his ex-wife with a check, hooking up Arnold Schwarzenegger with a check. That's basically what it looks like. So basically, it's who you know.
No.
You hooking up with a check. That's what. Is there enough of a story to continue? That's my point.
Well, the fifth one was the wacky one, right? Where the time was mixed. I thought Salvation was okay, but it got to a point where it was kind of weird.
Wait. That was the one with Dany from Game of Thrones, the Dragon Queen. No, nothing she does is bad.
Maybe she's here. So no, it was wacky because they try to turn everything on its head.
I know. It's just I don't know what's taking so long.
Same movie but different. So this one is going to give you something different. But this is our first real reaction to it, so
first time viewing it. So I'll tell you now. Let's get it going.
Let's go. We wasted enough time.
All right, got the title going.
No, we don't need the title.
2 days ago, I had this nice, simple life. And now it's a nightmare.
Okay, so a young chick is narrating the whole thing. Who is that?
They can hear it.
So far.
Now this is hot right here.
Wait.
That is hot.
Oh my goodness.
And you know that not a lot of people have done this sort of liquid metal stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's not something new that we've done.
No, it's not new. Ooh.
Okay, it's not looking too bad, I gotta say.
Yeah, what do you think is wrong with this? There's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, but it's just something we've seen before.
No.
They're coming after a woman and her young kid. Hamilton comes. She's always badass. She has the rocket launcher.
They can see the rocket launcher.
I'm just saying, she has it. She's being.
Who are you?
I don't know. That scene looks kind of weird. It looks like I'm not sure what's going on
My name
in
is
there.
Sarah Connor.
That's,
Never seen one like you before. Almost human.
Another hottie, Terminator.
I don't know.
And the director of Deadpool
What happens to her?
in there.
Are you trying to convince yourself? Because you're not convincing me.
I'm convincing you. You're convinced by Arnold?
How can
like
a robot age?
Arnold's like 70 and someone couldn't even kick him down. A young person couldn't kick him down. Come on.
The robot can't age.
No, the skin can.
Okay. I do remember the skin.
It's human tissue.
So I don't
How
know,
do we win?
man.
We win by keeping you alive.
There we go.
I don't know. Dude,
I'm liking it.
I'm not feeling it.
I'm liking it a lot.
I'm not feeling it.
I don't know why you're fronting on it.
No, I'm not fronting. I'm just saying.
He's
look,
totally fronting on it.
We've seen this before.
We're not
and I'm
asking
like,
if you saw it before.
You know,
Who
it
asked,
says-
did anybody ask did he see it before?
I'm just saying it's not. I don't
Part
know.
6. The whole thing. What is the point of doing a sequel?
To advance the story.
No. The point of the sequel is do the same movie two times as much as the first one did. Do more action, everything double.
Well, there was not enough action. I didn't feel a lot of action.
You just saw a trailer. You saw some
saw a
action
trailer,
in it.
yeah.
You saw like 3
Let
different
me
scenes
say, am I
with
running out and
fights.
saying, "Yo, here's my money"? Like
Yes,
Disney,
you are.
when Disney has a movie
No,
like
but
a Marvel, here's my money, Disney. You got it. But this, I'm like, it's Fox.
Did you like Salvation?
It was okay.
I thought it was okay.
thought
I
it was
was
okay. It
entertained
wasn't-
up until they had the big reveal.
You
I was like,
don't give the review.
I said up until I don't reveal stuff like you guys.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I'm not the one here sitting there.
We're already
like,
taking pop
explaining
shots
everything.
already, man. We just started.
Look, so you have that. I'm not sure about the third one, but they established that they're hottie Terminators that come into the past.
Right, but the question that we
Then
have
we
to,
had the TV show, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, which is one of the most fun, and it set up the basic background that the Terminator's been sitting and sending people back in time for a long time.
For a while, yes.
So, and that was very interesting. So,
Does that also, is that part of the whole universe of Terminator, or was that
possibly not.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that continued, because I don't remember it going through in
No,
Salvation.
but it established
that it could happen.
That they would send people to the past to monitor things and to create actually Skynet to make things go forward.
So,
But that goes against the first movie where they say this is all they had. They were at the end, so they tried this out. So,
well, I don't know if they did like some type of divergence. But look, my big problem here is that, look, my whole point with the Terminator series is that, the whole thought was that I thought eventually they're going to go towards Skynet, right?
yeah,
The whole thing is that her son becomes a key issue. John Connor, he's
the one that keeps them fighting.
He's the one who fights, and then they defeat Skynet.
He keeps the spirit.
But the story that they keep bringing back is back here in the past, continuously. So clearly, that wasn't the most pivotal event then, if they constantly have to send somebody back to stop this action from occurring. That's my thing. I want to see the battle, really. What I really want to see is, and I think they showed part of it, I think in 3 or was it 4, whereby they started battling Skynet, and you see what's going on. Let's see the whole story. We know what played out with Skynet. Let's see the whole battle with John, the rise of John, to defeat Skynet and what he had to do. Because if you're saying they're sending more and more Terminator destroyers to kill him and his family,
well, that's
and then they're sending people out there he's sending people out there to stop it. All right, we've gotten that story so many times. Let's get to the thing, and I know people want to see that because that's the essence of the Terminator.
But that's what
movie.
Salvation was.
Right. What?
It was them versus Skynet.
It was them versus Skynet, right? But they were also in the present.
Not in Salvation. It was all in the future.
I'm missing up. See, there's so many movies. I'm getting them all confused right now. They're blending together.
The problem with it is that the reveal adds a question that wasn't a question in Terminator 2. It adds a question to it. So, but I mean, we got the battle. It was a decent battle. It had a wacky sort of twist to it.
Yes, it
but
did.
then, at the same time, they rebooted in the 5th one, and then now basically this is Linda Hamilton's back. And I watched Terminator because you can watch it on YouTube for free. Like they have certain things for free. And it's pretty solid a movie except for Arnold's hair. If you look at Arnold's hair in the first part of the movie, it's like perfect. It's perfectly styled. And then when he gets in the police car, it's this Frankenstein hair. It looks like what was it, like the wig that they put on Phil Hartman on Saturday Night Live when he was playing Frankenstein. But it's really wacky. But I mean, ultimately, it's really storytelling, and it's very nice, and it's a very strong movie. So.
But then the subsequent movies,
Terminator 2 was good.
I'm not saying they were. I'm just saying the story to me seems to have been brought out.
Correct.
I don't see anything here in this trailer to tell me, hey, let's run out and go check it at the moment.
I'm saying I like Linda Hamilton. I don't necessarily need her to be this tough, but she was good in Terminator 2. I didn't necessarily like that Joe Morton destroyed mankind. He let the black man destroy all mankind.
What's the problem? I mean, if you're a villain, could be black or white.
He wasn't a villain. He was inadvertently destroyed mankind.
Right.
At least if it was a black guy. At least Kanigher in Live and Let Die. He's like planning on it. He's a cool, like Yaphet Kotto's a cool ass Bond villain. This guy's like, I don't know, we just used some things, they did some things, and they gave you some options, and he doesn't even destroy the plant. He has to die first, and then he drops it. So
okay, so I think we've exhausted.
Joe Morton has done a total 180 and finally become a badass in Scandal. So kudos to you, Joe.
And then he becomes a pastor in, what's that movie, the show, God Isn't Here, something like that. Mm-hmm. So. But
I mean, he's
an actor.
I'm saying from Terminator 2 and before that, when he was in Different World, where he was a nobody, where he was with Whitley, but then Whitley cheated on Joe Morton with what's the name, with Dwayne Wade, and then Dwayne Wade took Whitley at his wedding. Like, how does that work? So when he got the
Dramatic
scandal,
writing.
I'm giving Joe Morton. You made it. You made it back. So
Yeah, I guess.
so we got a no for Dark Fate.
Booyaka.
I'm saying it looks fun, and it looks like we're getting some cool T. Because what's the name? The T3 had the girl Terminator, but they didn't have the money. They were just sort of putting out another movie with Arnold, so we didn't get the cool like a T3 version. Like I think the Terminator was able to increase bus size. It's like kind of ridiculous. So it was going to the Hollywood sort of cheesy thing.
Well, the problem was kind of, if he's able to send all of these Terminators back, why don't you just send 10 of them at once? Call it a day. You know what I'm trying to say? Finish it up.
They said information on that at that point when the war is over. The thing is like this: the way Sarah Chronicles work is that they're not interested in stopping a certain human. All they are interested in is protecting Skynet in the past.
Right.
So that's what they do. They're protecting Skynet in the past, and then when they crashed the grid, they were beaten. Their last-ditch effort is to kill Sarah Connor. So you're right. If their last-ditch effort is to kill Sarah Connor, they shouldn't be Terminators keep going back and getting Sarah Connor. Maybe there's a way to explain why they continually going after Sarah Connor, because that's the way the end of the first movie works. They're at the end of their rope. They send back a Terminator. They stop the Terminator. So there shouldn't be anyone else coming from the past since they've stopped Skynet. If you have a history of them being in here, for one thing, if somehow that information could get to the other Terminators, then you can say, oh, these 10, 20 Terminators that have been situated like the way Sarah Connor was, got the information, and now they're taking out Sarah Connor. But she's on the road, so it makes sense why she wouldn't have a digital footprint for them to find. So I mean, there's things that you do have to explain. So. But I mean, this is a new timeline, so I'm not sure where this is going.
Well, I mean, look, it's just a trailer. One of the things the trailers are designed to do is to grab you. A trailer is in essence a commercial.
It grabbed me, but it didn't grab me.
It grabbed you? That grabbed you? I mean,
fun.
after seeing stuff from Endgame, after seeing stuff from Captain Marvel, after seeing Dark Phoenix.
Now we're doing a comparison.
I'm just saying.
We're trying to say, because we got people in costume and flying around, we need to see that in Terminator, or else I'm not going to like it.
I'm not saying that. I'm just
You're
saying
that my senses are already dulled.
No, we're saying
I'm not going to like something like this.
We're saying there's a level of trailer that if you really want to get
level of trailer. That's a technical term.
That's a technical term.
Level of trailer.
If you look in the urban encyclopedia of film terms, there is called a level of trailer. Okay.
It's called a level of trailer.
Okay. And this level of trailer is below the level of trailer.
Oh man.
Okay.
I'm out of my light. So I guess we have to end there. That he's resting on the level of trailer. I'm saying it looks like fun, and we got Linda Hamilton back. And remember, Linda Hamilton, when she was in Terminator, she'd been in both Terminators, the most successful one, the first two, not successful without her. Beauty and the Beast, successful with her. Without her, not as successful. So she's coming back. She's your money. She's the one that can get you to the final destination.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm with you on
okay,
that.
Good.
I understand that. I'm not knocking. I think she's one of the strongest female characters out there. And I'm not talking in terms of her shooting and blowing things up, but her commitment to getting things done, her commitment to getting her son, John Connor, where he needs to be. Don't doubt it. You know, she's an iconic figure. After, of course, everybody knows the Terminator, but without the Terminator, without Sarah Connor, there can be no Terminator because she kicks his butt. But the question is, do we need another one? Okay. Hey, if Cameron is writing checks, yo, I'm putting my hand up, baby. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm putting my hand up. That's all I got to say.
He's not giving out checks.
Well, I'm willing to work for the check. You know, be a brother as a Terminator.
We've had some brothers. No, I'm not sure we had. I got to look at Sarah Connor Chronicles again.
You know, well, I'm talking about the movie. I'm not doing the TV. I'm not doing the small screen.
Anytime I can throw in Sarah Connor Chronicles, I will.
So yeah. All right. So I mean, one thing I like to say that I've always wanted to see, if it's possible, and this is just total digression compared to what he was doing earlier, but total digression is, what if the Terminator fought aliens or the Predator? What would happen? The
aliens could Predator can blow them up. But
We could get the most advanced model. Then that's a battle. there.
you're saying like the T2 models.
Yeah. Yo.
But the
Predator's
thing is,
coming out.
once the Predator cuts into the alien, the xenomorph, it's going to get the acid, and the acid will eat away at the metal form. Because you're thinking it's adamantium, which is not. So
It can't be adamantium because it's not marble.
Yeah, so there you go. It would eat through. It could cut through the xenomorph, but then once it gets the acid, there's no way to deal with the acid.
So the Terminator will lose.
Yes.
And the same thing goes with the Predator. Predator will beat it.
Okay, I mean, the thing is that Terminator can plan and probably, well, it depends on what the computer eyesight is and can it detect other things outside of between the camouflage that it uses. So it might have some openings, but
I mean, because they have the technology and they have the skill. And I'm not talking about just any Predator. I think you have to have one of the top dudes on the, with the chains and all that, walking with the dreads, moving all through. One who can kick butt.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to say this, but Terminator did get his butt kicked in Predator 1, remember? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that's how you got there. All right, spin
Spin
rack
rack
out.
I understand the story. It's like they just did a Rambo too,
A Rambo?
Yeah, I think Rambo's coming out or something like that.
Rambo Last Blood. That's actually like a blood and crypt thing. He's dealing with the inner cities, and actually, John Rambo is a part of the Bloods. He's Damu, the whole deal. He's
BS.
street. He's
He's
street.
BS.
That's how he learned about the whole thing.
Yeah,
he comes
right,
from
sure.
LA.
I don't believe
he
it.
is totally a street dude.
Oh, God.
You don't think he
So,
learned that?
we
off
gotta
the
see
street?
that. We gotta see that.
And a white dude stuck in the freaking inner city, like he had to take a side. So he's blood, first blood, straight. He's the first blood. The whole thing.
The original OG, huh?
He's the OG.
Give me
No, they didn't have the term like that. But
Well,
you
now,
saw,
of course, it is now.
You saw the first time it was the same like when black dudes come to town, the people front on him. That's what happened to Rambo. He came to a town, they tried to front on him, killed like everybody. And the government said, you know what can we do? He is a white guy. Even though he's blood, we gotta take him in. We'll put him on the street, we'll send him back to, Vietnam. So these bloods really know what they're doing.
Man, totally off a tangent on that one. I don't know what just happened.